our little dringer. Go. So, you see our king? Yes, good. Come, Eva. Did you find the ring? Yes. Now for our little plan. You see us talking. Be quiet as a wood mouse. And surprise him with our gift. You hold it out, like this. You look him in the eyes and you say, Styrbjörn King, may our clans be forever bonded in friendship and in love. Think you can do that for me?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Tonight, you will be the cord that unite our people. I'm so proud of you, Eva. Get up, Olaf. Stay lucid, friend.
My sword is greedy. I'm ready to fight.
So nice having all of these hearty folk in our home.
Oh, no drink in your fist? Come on, I'll find you something.
I can't. I have a tribute for your father.
Oh, what a piece. That must be worth 2 sturdy longships. Give it here, I'll pass it on.
My father asked me, Sigurd.
Suit yourself. But you're not getting any mead.
Like a satyr works through my hammer.
So, you have the ring? Good. This was worn by your grandfather in a battle on the Northern Way.
Mother,
Yes,
can we show Sigurd the can stones we stacked yesterday?
that's a good idea. We'll do that in the morning. First light. Now go. You have a gift to deliver.
Just having a pause that because I don't want music playing in the background. I know if there's any music playing, they're gonna demonetize or block the video. Okay, so where do I go? Do I... No, that's play. I don't want to play, I just want to... Okay, so I think I could go this way. Am I correct? Yeah, I guess I gotta go down. Yeah, like I said in the description, I love the Assassin's Creed. I played the very first Assassin's Creed, and I've played pretty much literally every Assassin's Creed. The majority of them anyways. Like, I played the first Assassin's Creed, the second Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed Revolutions, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I played Black Flag, I played Assassin's Creed Rogue, I played Syndicate, Unity, on, what was it, Origins and Odyssey, and now I'm playing Valhalla. So I've played pretty much every single Assassin's Creed there is.
I am pledged to you.
You know, and it's been part of the canon.
Hearken well in Hall of Kings.
Oh, he's singing. Oh no, that's a bad thing. Stop singing! You couldn't get my fucking channel demonetized or blocked. Oh, for F's sakes. Can I skip this? No, I don't want to skip. Come on, let me skip it. I don't want to get any crap from freaking YouTube. Well, I know it's not available. Damn it. They're probably gonna block this video now because we did like, oh, music.
For those who fight, for those who ready yourself, men! Not you, baby. Not just yet.
It is foretold. The curtains are raised. Nothing is true until it is severed from the branches of
Alright, so it's forcing me to go this way. Firstly, I gotta go to work in about half an hour, so I'm not gonna be able to play this game for long. Oh, messed their shit up. Good job. I like the fact that it actually, in the back, it actually says there's nudity for a change. It's not of games, you know, I don't, apparently not minding violence, but, you know, I am still, like, squinky towards, like, any kind of nudity or partial nudity. Still never understood how, you know, the US seems to be perfectly fine with violence and gore and, like, decapitations and, like ripping people apart. But they've never been okay with, like, a bit of nudity or partial nudity. I think it's ridiculous. So I was like, yes, finally a game that's not afraid of partial nudity.
Sigurd! Take the horse! Alright, wait here.
Because I don't mind violence in games, I don't mind, like, the blood and the gore, but it's like, I don't like it when it's like, they could say you can only have that in the game. Because, you know, the other, like, partial nudity is offensive. And I don't like the first where it's like, okay, partial nudity is okay, but then gore and violence and, like, bloodshed is offensive. It's like, let both of that stuff in the game. Honestly, it's ridiculous. You know, and to be triggered over bloodshed and gore and violence and somehow be offended by that, or be fucking triggered over, you know, partial nudity or nudity.
Barry. No, Aaron!
Don't do it, man.
Pick up your axe!
That's right, tell him. He's being stupid. He's gonna kill you, and he's gonna kill everybody else. never do that, honestly. Never freaking surrender like that until the bitter end. I guess though I don't get triggered over nudity or partial nudity or bloodshed or gore or violence in games. Honestly, I prefer the game that has one to have both of those things, and not just always being triggered over one of them. Oh, I just find that it takes away from the game's potential when they're like, oh, we can't have violence or gore or bloodshed because it's too offensive and it triggers too many people. Or, you know, and we can't have partial nudity or nudity in the game because it offends and triggers too many people. It's like, you know, you take away the game's potential when you take away, you know, like that stuff. Ooh. No! Keep the doors open. Yeah, bad freaking fox or wolf. How dare you? Just a child, man. No, come on, you can do it. Good job. Oh, this up he's glitching.
What the hell is that? I'm seeing two different data streams overlapped in the same DNA. Not sure why. Fix this or pull me out. I can parse the streams with a filter. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Are we? I don't know what happened, but I can work around it. You'll have to pick a stream to keep things stable. There's a third option, too. I can let the Animus modulate your identity based on signal strength. It's up to you.
No, I don't want the Animus to choose. Every time I play a game, because I'm straight, I'm a male, and I've always been drawn to females, I've always usually go with female created characters, or when I have the choice of gender, I usually like to go female. Because there are just some very gorgeous girls out there in the real world, and I like females, so I'm gonna go with the female.
Alright, I'll lock it in and push ahead, to a time where these streams are more synchronized.
Like you said, I've also pre-ordered Cyberpunk. Thank God that game has nudity or partial nudity as well as violence and gore. So I pre-ordered Cyberpunk. I'm so happy that it has that in there. And then I ordered, what was it? Miles Morales. Now, of course, that's a superhero that's kind of geared towards young adults and teens and children. So you're not going to see kind of nudity or partial nudity or violence or gore in Spider-Man. But see, I'm fine with that. Like, when I say I want a game that has, you know, either nudity, partial nudity, gore, or violence, I'm not saying that every single game has to have that. I just don't like it when games feel like they can only be for, you know, an under 18, you know, and I don't mind games that they make that are focused for people under 18, but I don't want every game to be a game that's focused for people that are under 18. No, and I want some games, a good balance, you know, I mean, there's some games that are for a mature audience, and other games that are for, you know, a younger audience, and I have no problems with that whatsoever. I just don't want games to be every single game coming out to be mature that has partial nudity, gore, violence, and blood. Like, I don't want every single game coming out that's, you know, an over 18 plus game, but I don't want every game coming out that's, you know, under a PG game either.
Abel Wolfkiss is no more. That name is dead to this world.
You will be worth your weight in silver. To the ship.
Leave her alone, you bully. So mean. Kick him in the crotch. Kick him in the crotch.
You move.
Oh, come on. Kick them in the crotch, man. Crotch pump them.
Wind's blowing from the south.
We can tack north and cut
No,
west.
but I've always loved Assassin's Creed, though. I really enjoy the first one, second one, and all the ones, honestly.
Now, what did I just tell you?
Of course, combat's slightly different than the beginning games of Assassin's Creed, but, like, I find both of the comments are not bad. The thing though is I've always found when it comes to combat, like the later games are a little better because you can really be immersed in the combat. I found the beginning of Assassin's Creed you can't really immerse yourself in the combat because it just became repetitive, and it made it, you know, because of the repetitiveness, it made the game predictable in the first Assassin's Creed when it came to the combat system. Now, it wasn't a bad system, but because it was kind of very easily predictable and rhetoric, it didn't really feel like you can immerse yourself in the combat as much as what you can do in the later Assassin's Creed. And I really like the overhaul with the combat with Assassin's Creed, especially from Origins to Odyssey and Valhalla. Like, I really do feel like combat has been improved to the point where you can feel more immersed in it because it's not so repetitive or predictable. But I still love Assassin's Creed, like the beginning games as well, though, because the combat system that they had were like Batman Arkham, the Batman Arkham series, and that wasn't a bad system whatsoever. But it did become a little predictable once you can kind of time everything right. Then it was more reactive than active, I found too, when I was playing the beginning Assassin's Creed, because they had like that combat system similar to Batman Origins and the Arkham series, that it felt more like it was reactive than active in a sense, because it was really you kind of predicting the enemy and reacting to that, what the enemies were doing, and you couldn't really be that kind of aggressor to be more active in the sense of you actually using the combat to be the one to initiate it as much. Like you could if you wanted to, but it wasn't bad though. It was a good system. I just kind of feel like the overhaul of what they did with Assassin's Creed Origins and the recent games is a little more funner because it's more interactive. But I still love Assassin's Creed and all that Assassin's Creed that came before Origins and after. Can't wait to get Spider-Man, pre-order that game. I can't wait to get the Cyberpunk, I pre-order that game. I know those games are going to be absolutely awesome to play. So I'm really looking forward to getting that Spider-Man this Thursday. I try to do a bit of PC streaming. I don't really have a lot of games on PC, and considering, like I said on a couple of my videos, I'm living in a bachelor, and my PC is very close to my refrigerator. It can go to radiator going off sometimes when I'm trying to stream on my PC, and for that I don't really feel like I have an appropriate setup to be doing any streams on PC, just because of how close my tower and computer system is to my refrigerator. If I had the space, I would definitely be starting to do some of my streams on PC games that I enjoy playing, but for now I think I'm just going to stick with PlayStation 4 and possibly Xbox One once I finally figure out how to get some applications that lets me stream the games that I play on my Xbox One. But for the most part, since there's a pretty much default setting and there's no software that I really need to get familiar with, like on my PC, I'm probably going to just focus at the moment on streaming PlayStation 4 games for now. Like I said, I would really like to get some PC games on my channel. I would like to get some Xbox One games on my channel, but at the moment it's just more simpler with the PlayStation 4 because, like I said, I'm using software that I don't have to get too familiar with, that it has like a default setting for me to be compatible with YouTube, and it allows me to upload those videos instantaneously without having to figure out the whole process in software, in comparison to trying to use like my PC to me using the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. And like my Xbox One would be another thing I would probably go with more over my PC, because that's something I don't think my kitchen electronics would get in the way as much, because it's not as close to my refrigerator or the kitchen. So you wouldn't hear that background noise as frequently as if I were to stream any of my PC games. The only problem with Xbox is I don't know any applications that would actually let me stream the games that I have for my Xbox One, so unfortunately this channel seems like it's always, for the moment, just going to be PlayStation 4 games.
Lawlessness. Where that oath
Oathbreaker is holding my crew.
So if I'm correct, you just had to hold B to go down. Yeah, so I'm only going to be able to play this for like a half an hour or so, just because I got work today and I don't want to miss work. I might stream some Watch Dogs later on. I know I'm very anxious though to pick up that Spider-Man Miles Morales that's coming out on this Thursday. So that's going to be awesome, and I pre-ordered Cyberpunk for my PlayStation 4. I think I'm really going to like that game, just because, you know, and it's a game, like I said, I don't want games that are rated PG. I think there should be games that are rated PG for the younger audience. I think that's very important that there's games out there for a younger audience. So, you know, and they can enjoy themselves with video games. Like I said, I just don't want to see every single game coming out that's forced to be focused for only on, you know, and that's only focused to be forced with only having a rating of PG, or forced to be focused on only having rated PG, like a game that's rated 18 and up. I want to have a good variety of games that are, you know, in PG, 13 or PG, and I want to have games that have a good variety of games that are, you know, 18 and plus. So I guess what I'm saying is I don't want games that are forced to focus on just being kid games. I don't want games that are forced to be focused on just adult games. I want games to kind of be universal for everybody, but then I want games that do focus on a younger audience, and then also games that focuses on a more mature audience. And when I say that, I'm saying that I just don't want a game that focuses on mature audience only through gore, violence, and blood. You know, and I want to see nudity or partial nudity with the gore, violence, and blood in games if they're going to be mature.
Clash of iron. There is fighting nearby. Dag, you old hound. You live.
I do. Slipped away in the sword clash. And what of you?
Kjotve tried to sell me off. A mistake he'll regret.
Not today, he won't. I saw him board a ship at Avaldsnes not long ago. Sailed east, leaving our crew behind.
There must still be time to save our men. I will find them. You ready the longship.
You glory hound? You would take the rescue for yourself, so the victory song is written about you.
I could storm the beach then, slay 24 men, seize our dragon boat, and hoist the sail in triumph. Up to you.
No, I will take the beach. A far more dangerous path. You search the longhouse for our crew. Oh, and here. This corpse will not have need of it.
Go. I'll meet you by the ship. Kjotve's warriors crawl through Avaldsnes like lice. If I use the main gate, I may attract... This place is heavily guarded.
offside lead.
No, you dead! Together, all right?
Watch my back.
Coward! Die! Don't let the fates throw you!
Longhouse. My crew should be inside. The other side must be barred.
Catch this!
There should be an opening in the roof. Go, my eyes. Sunan, guide me. Show me.
You squirm like that, and my axe will miss your neck. Unpleasant for both of us.
If I'm to die, I want to make a mess of it, Buckraut. You coward! Unbind me and stick an axe in my hand!
I owe you nothing, raven shit. Yours is a clan of thralls and peasants.
You! Lay that axe aside or die by mine.
You should be on a slave ship to Ireland, Wolf-Kissed. But if you wish to be my first sacrifice, Odin will be more than happy to receive you.
You just killed yourself, Erky.
I'll kill you!
I will sell you to hell herself! Yeah! Kneel, Wolf-Kissed, and I will spare your life.
Shut your hole and fight!
Yeah!
Die, you sack of shit!
Odin holds you all!
Father, you should have held on to this until the bitter end.
If I give my life, will you spare my clan?
Bennett, no! Pick up your axe!
Kill them all!
No.
Eivor, are you bewitched? Unbind us.
What? Oh. Yes, of course.
Well fought, Wolf-Kissed. Even if your wits were somewhat rattled.
Listen here. If you can breathe, you can fight. Now come. We take back our ship.
You do not need to tell us twice.
Eivor, give me a hand.
Time to die. Remember...
Odin, take you!
No running!
You suffer for that!
Try to die well.
Have your guts out!
Patience! Look for the opening!
Odin! Odin!
Let's stretch the knee thing.
Now you pay! No! Die!
Watch that signal.
Die!
You're dead.
Wager on who gets the kill?
Imp down!
Been killed.
Keep the Indian guessing! Bleed!
Hey!
Dak, Bragi, grab your oars. The whale road leads us home.
Gods, it's about time!
Stop yapping and start rowing.
More sail! Drop the sail! Sail out!
Rather silent, Eivor. Anything to say for the mess you led us to?
We suffered no losses in this fight, and the men who humiliated us are dead. What is there to say?
Oh, something like, I was stupid, selfish, reckless, blind, bone-headed, and I smell like blood and shit?
I like my version better.
Eivor, look! Someone is setting up an outpost on that island.
Kjotve's men, gnawing at any piece of open land like dogs worrying a bone.
Even with you half in the grave, we could easily take them.
Leave sail! Let's hit the bastards!
Down the sight! Hurry! You will pay!
Join the Krauger!
Just watch my back!
A good horde! Let's get out of here!
Patience will reward us! Välkommen efter, styrman!
Need to row our way out. Let the sail out! Sail down!
Kjotve will come for us now, harder and stronger than before.
No surprise there. This war has spun on for 3 generations. I hardly expect him to relent.
Your hatred for that man burns bright wolf-kissed. I could warm my balls on it.
Would you not prefer a pair of sealskin breeches?
Just take care, Eivor. Such hatred can make you careless. What he did to your father, he did to all of us. You are not in this fight alone. King Styrbjorn will scold you for setting out against his wishes.
Of course he will.
Is that not something you worry over?
I worry only that our king will not see that I am right until it's too late.
What about Sigurd? What would he say?
If Sigurd were here, he would be sitting beside you, wiping the blood from his axe and smiling into the breeze.
what will you tell our king about this misadventure?
Only the truth. We attacked Kjotve's fortress, killed his men, and weakened his control of this land.
Will you mention the part where you lost your crew and were nearly sold as a thrall? Will that be part of your saga?
If there's a skull who dares sing that verse, it'll be his last song. Let's sail! Let's put in here!
We thought we had lost you, Eivor. For good this time.
A warm welcome as always, Randvi.
You look like reddened sheet. What happened?
Nothing to crow about, except to say the men who delayed us are dead. And how are you?
Well enough. Though I have spent many tiresome days calming the rages of our king. He is not happy with you.
I expected as much. And what of Sigurd? Has he returned from his raids?
My husband should be home today. The last we heard, he was approaching Stavanger.
Good to hear. We have need of his courage.
Sigurd will not save you from his father's wrath, Eivor. You should know that by now.
Did your raid not go as planned?
They rarely go as planned. We killed many of Kjotve's warriors. And there was this. My father's axe among the dead.
Ah. After so many years. You should take it to Gunnar. He will give it back its edge.
A good idea. After I see our king.
That I do not advise. Not yet. He is meeting with a messenger from the north.
I can wait.
A cloud hangs over you. Is something wrong?
Seeing my father's axe after 17 winters. It stirred something in me. A feeling I have not had since the day he was killed. Since the day I got this.
Memories of past agonies. Of sadness and pain.
I should speak with Volka. She could help me make sense of my feelings.
Take your time getting settled. I will see you at the Longhouse.
I think you have lost your edge, Eivor. Just like that axe. Maybe Gunnar can help you with both.
I will let you know.
Hello, Eivor.
Hey, Wolf-Kissed. Welcome back.
Gunnar, I have something here you might like to see.
Thunderclap of Thor. Is that your father's axe? I have not seen this beauty since, well,
For some time, I forged this weapon long ago. Still looks good. One of my finest, I think.
It has a blunted blade, but it swings well. Can you sharpen it?
I can give it a better edge and reinforce the handle. And as luck would have it, I have one ingot left for the job.
Are you sure?
The fates have willed it so. But in future, bring your own metal ingots. I cannot forge them from empty air. That should do it. Anything else? Do you need anything else?
And how are you, Gunnar? Holding up?
Yeah, what?
That is all for now.
Return any time.
They must be finished now.
If you have any other business, it may be wise to do it now. Let him cool down.
I could speak to Volker first. Get this weight off my mind.
The king is not going anywhere.
Hamuram. Hamuram.
Volka?
Hush. I need silence to hear the songs of nature. Hamuram. Hamuram.
Svala. She gives praises and she is greeted.
For your hearing, I hearken. O ancient ones, great Odin, great Freya, I give you thanks for your gift of Saber.
She gives thanks and she is blessed.
Eivor, it has been some time. What brings you so far to see me?
I have come for your advice on a private matter.
Come.
Is your mother well?
Her mind is a jumble. She speaks to spirits. I fear her final winter has come, but she has me. Now, let us speak to your needs.
I have had a vision. A powerful vision. It may have been my battle lust, or a delirium caused by the cold, but...
Describe it for me.
After 17 years, I saw my father's axe again. And when I touched it, the vision came on fast. There was a wolf, howling and fierce. And then a figure. A greybeard in a cloak. With a single eye. He bid me follow him.
Ah, the High One. He calls to you. Perhaps he means to speak with you, deliver